What's going on, guys? It is Jordan here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why looks maxing and body game are cheat codes to a woman's attraction triggers. And the reason why I'm making today's video is because you're going to have a lot of people that will tell you that looks don't matter. Getting in shape doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything for you. You're going to have guys in the dating space tell you that looks don't matter. Body game doesn't matter. It's all about your mouthpiece. That's the only thing that matters. But I'm going to be talking about how you can actually leverage the power of looks maxing and body game, getting in shape, building that masculine aesthetic, proportionate V-shaped physique, and how women are naturally on a biological level wired to respond to men that simply look good, that are attractive, and why this happens, right? Why do women respond the ways that they do to men that they are physically attracted to? Now, before we do hop into this video, because I'm breaking this down into 4 different points, I just released a free training that I've been working on for literally months. I've never put so much time, effort, and energy into anything in my life. Literally, this free training is pretty much like my life's work, where I break down step by step how you can actually start attracting beautiful women to you that will not only choose you first, but they will also pursue you first. And I show you how to accomplish this without being rich, without needing game, without needing status, and without even looking like a male model facially or having 6 foot plus height. I'm not being exaggerative when I say that. I've literally helped so many guys that look completely different than the other, with different backgrounds, different heights, different income backgrounds, guys that have been heartbroken and left by women that they were in multi-year relationships with, that have been ghosted or left on red by women that didn't even have much experience with women. I've helped all guys that have experienced all these things, that have different walks of life, literally be able to attract beautiful women to them and literally pursue them first. And I literally broke this down into a free training. You can click the button down below in the description or the pinned comment. Watch it after this video, because I'm telling you, this is going to unlock the cheat codes to succeeding and thriving and dating with abundance and power in modern dating. No bullshit. And I'll show you exactly how to do this step by step in that free training. Click the link in the description or the link in the pinned comments down below after this video. That way you can have beautiful women start chasing you. As I told you, I'm breaking this down into 4 different points. The first thing is that your looks of physique creates rarity, which gives you internal status and social proof in the eyes of women. Now, here's something that you have to understand is that when you think of a guy that looks good facially, that has a physique, that he's in shape, he's proportionate, he's lean, he's aesthetic, nowadays it doesn't seem like that's a big of a deal, because you're going to see those type of men a lot in media. You're going to see them on social media. You're going to see them in the movies and action movies. You typically see a lot of these guys online or entertainment. But here's the thing. Women aren't accustomed to seeing these type of men in person like that. They're really not. They don't see guys like this that often in person. So when you're somebody that is improving their looks, you're leaning down, your bone structure, your facial structure looks stronger, it's more prominent, your jawline is sharper, you have a good skincare routine, you're eating a healthy, low inflammatory diet, you're cutting out sugars and refined carbs, and therefore your skin is actually repairing itself. It actually is clear, it's glowing, it looks youthful. And then you pair that with a strong, aesthetic, V-shaped, proportionate, masculine physique on top of that. We're not even getting into fashion, style, sex appeal, all these things, but just your facial aesthetics and your physique alone, and you're maximizing everything that you have to the best of your ability. Bro, I'm telling you, women are going to look at you and they're going to respond to you differently. They're not even going to really know how to handle you, because they're not accustomed to seeing you in person, a man like you, every day. They're not used to it. And you're going to have internal status and social proof because you are a rare man. That's something that you have to understand, is that as you're improving your looks, you're getting in better shape, you're building a strong aesthetic body, you are now creating internal status and social proof. Women are going to look at you and they're automatically going to assume that you have other women, social proof, pre-selection. Because they don't see men like you often, you are now a rare man. And because you are a rare man, that means men like yourself, you are in scarcity in the sense of the amount of you that is available to women, that they have access to. I'm gonna make a separate video about this and I won't go on a tangent, but I know what will trip you up is that when you see a beautiful woman with a guy that's average or below average even, and it kind of throws you off, it kind of has you start second guessing yourself, right? It's like, make that make sense. Like, why is this beautiful woman with this average to below average dude? I'll say this right now, don't believe everything that you see. There's context context to the story that you're not seeing. And a lot of times you don't want to be that dude. I'm going to make a separate video about this because this is extremely important. And I know guys are going to be like, well, Jordan, guys go to the gym and stuff like that. Guys go to the gym and still look the same. Going to the gym alone isn't enough. It's a start. It's a stepping stone. It's a foundation, but you have to be putting the work. You got to actually be getting stronger, right? Doing progressive overload, tracking your lifts, tracking your calories, going on lean bulk cuts, all those things, right? There's more, it's more than just the gym, right? That's why I'm saying there's levels to this shit, bro. I just wanted to pinpoint that because guys will get too caught up and think that looks don't matter to women because they'll see beautiful women with average looking dudes. Another thing is women, even if they're beautiful on the outside, if they have poor self-images and they're not confident in themselves, they have low self-esteem, if they view themselves as unattractive, they will date guys that reflect how the woman feels on the inside. The woman can be beautiful externally, but she feels unattractive, ugly internally. And she will typically date men that either represent how she views herself on the outside. Like if she doesn't think she's attractive, even though other guys will say she's beautiful, but if she doesn't feel that way about herself, she will date a dude that is as attractive externally as she is internally. Or the second type of guy that she will date is she will date a guy that mistreats her. We've heard this. We've all seen scenarios where a woman is with a guy that doesn't treat her well, treats her like crap, because that's how she treats herself on the inside. But again, because a man that actually improves his looks, actually gets in shape, actually really takes care of himself, you're a rarity. So it actually makes sense that you're going to see women who are beautiful themselves even be with guys that are average looking, where you're like, how's this dude with her? This makes no sense. Because again, men who take care of themselves, who are in shape, are rare. They're more rare than beautiful women. So therefore, based on the numbers, it makes sense that you're more than likely not going to see women often with guys who take care of themselves versus the amount of guys that look mid, who have to sell themselves, who have to do a lot of this, who have to do a lot of chasing and pursuing. And that makes you a rare man. There's actually a study, I'll throw them up right here. I believe over the age of 35, 1 out of every 25,000 men in the United States, if I remember correctly, has six-pack abs. I know I've seen a study that has shown that it's more common to be a millionaire than it is to have six-pack abs. And I think there's also a study that says that there's 8% of men in the United States that have six-pack abs. But here's the thing, that's just six-pack abs. You can be at a low body fat percentage and have six-pack abs, but not have any strong, proportionate, dense muscle mass to you, right? That doesn't mean you have a V-shaped physique. You know what I'm saying? That's just six-pack abs, right? So you see how there's levels to this, but this makes you rare. And women are going to start to look at you and start to create their own image of you. We'll be talking about this here soon in the video, but you're going to be evoking mystique, intrigue, curiosity, because since women haven't seen men like you in person like that, they're going to want to get to know you. They're going to be more interested in you. They're going to be wanting to know a little bit more about you, see what your story is, right? Because you're not the common man. You stood out to her. Therefore, because of the mystique that you have around you, her intrigue in you, her curiosity around you, she's going to want to pursue you even more. And women know that a man like you is going to be sought after because you have the objective physical attributes and traits that women are biologically hardwired to seek out in men, because it's a subconscious biological thing. Men that have strong facial features, sharp jawline, muscle mass, they're lean, proportionate. You're signaling high quality physical traits, vitality, strength, health, high testosterone. You're more likely to pass on healthy genetics to her offspring, which ensures that her offspring survives. It's all about survival. That's why when people say looks don't matter, whether it's game dudes, it's women who are out here trying to virtue signal or just blatantly lie, all of it's bullshit, bro. All of it's bullshit, right? But that's why they respond to men that take care of themselves, that look this way. It's all biological. A lot of it comes down to survival. They're looking for these traits that they can reproduce with these men and pass on to their children, so their children are healthy and strong like the man. That's why you actually end up creating your own internal status and social proof, because women know that a man like you that has your traits, women are automatically going to assume that you have a lot of women around you, that you have options, that you are a sought after man. And you're going to find that women are going to try to lock you down. They're going to try to make their move on you. They're going to try to pursue you because they know that you are rare. You're like a rare legendary Pokemon out here, bro. You know what I mean? So you got to understand that as you improve your looks, as you improve your physique, your looks, your physique, your overall physical presentation becomes a status symbol. It speaks more to the woman and it hits her on a primal level more than any amount of followers on Instagram, TikTok, blue check marks, because she's already assuming pre-selection and status onto you based on your looks, which gives you internal status and social proof. Moving on to number two is that you instantly tap into women's subconscious and biological attraction triggers without saying a word. As I told you, when you've looks max, you've improved your facial aesthetics, you're in better shape, you have low body fat, which means you have low estrogen, you have muscle mass in proportion to you, you're strong, which signals high testosterone and health, fertility, vitality, virility, all these things, you're tapping into what women are biologically wired to crave. Women are like a lock-on target missile. When they see that you embody all these physical traits that they are wired to seek out in men, they're going to be hunting for you. They're going to be locked onto you. That's why they're going to be responding to you in this way instantaneously as soon as they see you without you saying a damn word. That's why you will have women that will approach you, send their friends to approach you, or give you choosing signals where you really constantly, like, you know, a girl's choosing up on you if you guys are constantly making eye contact with each other because you both like what you see, or long, soft gazes, or you will have girls that will message you first on dating apps, or you will have girls that will slide into your DMs on Instagram or whatever social media platform you use without you saying a word. And typically I've done this and my clients have done this, but when they've like showcased a story where they're doing something physical, whether it's like a workout, like a video of them squatting or bench pressing, or like showcasing a gym pump, something like that, something that's showcasing your physical attributes. That's the type of content that women respond to. Again, because you're hitting these biological triggers that she automatically, subconsciously reacts to when she sees a type of man that has the physical traits that she would want to reproduce with. You may not be every single woman's type, but that doesn't mean that you're not a good looking dude. You just may not be her type. That's it. But as you improve yourself, you looks max, you dial in your physique, you improve yourself to the best of your ability, you're going to be able to attract a lot more women. You're going to be sought after. Women are going to be shooting their shot at you. You may not experience this all the time when you go out, right? I want to give proper expectations. Women will do this. I've experienced this. Usually this is in the nightlife though. Usually this is when they're like at a bar, a lounge, a club, in an environment where that's more encouraged and suitable and more expected. But here's what's interesting is that when you can attract women to you via inbound attraction, you will see a lot of the behavior traits that women will showcase to you when they are attracted to you. That, like, when you can attract women to you inbound, in person, online, it doesn't matter. When women are choosing you, they're pursuing you, they're coming to you first, you're going to be able to see at a rapid pace all the different behavior traits and actions, the treatment that women show you when they're attracted to you. And once you've seen it enough times, you'll be able to instantly spot it. So even if you cold approach a woman, I'm not big on cold approach, but even if you cold approach a woman, you meet her through a social group, whatever, if she's attracted to you and you've been able to get a lot of these experiences through inbound attraction, you'll instantly be able to pinpoint them whenever. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. If you can identify these behaviors, you know the woman's into you. Right. And I show you how to do this step by step inside that free training. Click the button down below. I'll have the link to the free training in the description and the pinned comment. Moving on to the third point, your looks and physique create mental fantasies and future paced scenarios that creates mystique, intrigue, and curiosity about you. Right. So we talked about this a little bit, but I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. When you are an attractive man facially, you're doing everything that you can to improve your facial aesthetics. You're getting in shape. You're building strong, dense muscle mass. You're leaning down, right? You're proportionate, you're eating a healthy diet. And then when women come across you and see you and you are a man that they don't often come across in person like that, and then you're dressing well, you look good, your outfit is fitting you well, it's situating your physique, women already start to future pace what it would be like to be with you, to be intimate with you. They create their own scenarios. They create their own fan fictions in their mind of you when they see you. They are responding to the physical objective cues that they are hardwired on a biological level to seek out. That's why their mind goes to intimacy, just like how your mind goes to intimacy when you see a beautiful woman. We're not that different in that regard, by the way. We're not that different. Just like how you respond to a beautiful, attractive woman, the woman is doing the same thing when she sees you. She's creating her own images and scenarios in her head, her own fantasies. What would it be like to be intimate with you? What would it be like to be in the bedroom with you? Her being in your presence. This is the power of being in shape, is that when you wear high quality clothes in terms of fabric, material, but they fit well, they accentuate your physique, she's already seeing what you look like naked, even in clothes. I know that sounds crazy, pause, right? But she's already seeing how you look naked in your clothes because your clothes fit so well. It brings so much attention to your physique, to your body build, to your presence, that she's already seeing you naked in her mind because it brings so much attention to your physique. And it amplifies your attraction at least by twofold, because you have the physique, you have the muscle mass, the proportion, the aesthetic. That's going to attract her. That's going to stand out to her. And then you got the fashion, the style, and the sex appeal layered on top of that. It's like your body's a Christmas tree. The fashion, the style, the clothes, the accessories, all those things are like the Christmas ornaments. When you have this type of physique, when you look smax, when you dial in your physique, when you become the most attractive version of yourself, women are going to have scenarios in their mind of what it would be like to be intimate with you. You start to become that attractive fantasy man because she's not accustomed to seeing guys like you often. You now also start to evoke emotions that they don't often experience or feel because they don't come across a man like yourself that often. A man that's physically attractive, what also makes him attractive to women is the emotions that he makes her feel that she often doesn't feel. Desire, him being the prize, the thrill of the chase, the fact that he's a man that is worth pursuing when she's so used to simps and unattractive men coming at her and chasing her, and she's constantly having to disqualify them, right? She's not used to a man like that. So now you flip the dynamic. Now you're the man that she's choosing, that she's pursuing. And she loves that because that means that you are a high quality, desirable option because she has so many guys coming at her that she's not attracted to, that she doesn't pursue because she's not attracted to him. But then when you are the man that she is attracted to, you flip the dynamic and they love that. They won't admit it a lot, but they do love it. They'll prove it to you with their actions that women love that. So that was the third point, man. Moving on to the fourth and final point is that when you are looks maxing, you are practicing body game, you're dialing in your physique, your facial aesthetics, your grooming, your skincare routine, your diet, your fashion, your style, your sex appeal, you're maximizing your overall physical traits, your genetics and presentation. And you become this attractive man that women are just responding to naturally as soon as they see you without you saying a word. You're going to see that you're now going to be able to start dating with leverage and power. And this is one of the most important concepts that I'm teaching men is the ability to date with leverage and power, not power to control women, to misuse that power unethically, to be an asshole. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that. Really, what I mean is that you could be more selective because you are that rare man. You are that sought after man. You know that women are checking for you. Attractive women are checking for you. You know, you have options. You know, you don't have to tolerate bullshit if you don't want to. You have the power and leverage to walk away from women that you don't have to deal with if they're not bringing you the value and the treatment that you want. And you're going to be able to know what that type of treatment is. You're going to be able to know what you can attract because you'll start to generate evidence and results to back up and support your selectivity, your desires, what you know you can attract as a man. And this isn't based in delusion. This isn't based in ego. This isn't based in arrogance or cockiness. It's based in facts and evidence and results. And I truly believe all you guys want to be able to be that man that can date with leverage and power. You can be with the woman that you want to be with, and you can part ways with women that don't serve you, that aren't a fit for you, aren't aligned with you, that aren't bringing you the treatment that you want. The ability to walk away, not in an asshole way, not in a disrespectful way, not in a resentful way, not in an angry way. Just like, you know what? We're just not aligned here. We're not aligned here. This isn't the treatment I'm looking for. It just doesn't work for me. It may work for him, may work for that dude. It just doesn't work for me. It's not that you're a bad person, you know, that you're a bad girl. We're just not aligned. We're just not compatible. And that's okay. Your ability to walk away and know that and identify that, but also be able to attract other women too, because now you are a man that's sought after that can attract other options. You are now in abundance. Therefore, you're able to date with leverage and power. And the power and the feeling of being able to walk away from a woman is beautiful. It's amazing. Not in an angry way. We're not doing this in a toxic way, man. We're not about that here. We're sophisticated. We're above all that. We're high level out here, man. We know what's up out here. Yeah. We got our ears to the streets, right? You know what I mean? We're surveilling the streets like we're the Bat family. We know what's going on out here, but we're focusing on the positive treatment. We're focusing on what we can attract that works best for us. But you're not going to really be able to experience that until you become a man that is able to attract these type of options, generate these type of results, and be able to date with leverage and power. You have to first become this man that can attract these options. So therefore you can date with leverage and power. And that's exactly what I teach inside that free training that I've spent months, almost a year on. I've worked my fucking ass off, excuse my language, but I've worked my ass off building that free training. And it's so dope because I've taken years of my life with dating women, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. And I've been able to not only replicate success in my dating life, but I've been able to help so many other men do the same, which is exactly why I'm telling you, you go click that button down below in the description or the pinned comment. You watch that free training, bro. I'm telling you, you're going to see dating in the modern era completely different than what you've been told, and you're finally going to be able to start to win, because every single guy that has used that free training, that has implemented everything I taught in that free training, they said that what I taught them was the only thing that worked. That's what truly got them success. That is what truly allowed them to become a sexually magnetic man that is now able to date with leverage and power and abundance. That's where the confidence comes from. The confidence doesn't come from being able to attract a lot of women. It's being able to walk away from the women that aren't right for you. It comes from being able to choose the women that you want to engage with. That's power, that's leverage, that's abundance. That's what I show men how to do. That's what you will learn how to do in that free training. Click the button down below. Go ahead and register for that free training. I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind. I know it's going to be very valuable to you. That being said, I hope you got a lot of value from this video. If you did, please give it a like. Subscribe for more videos like this, bro. With that being said, I'll talk to you in the next one.